What's up, my friends? I know it's been a while, but it's me, Johan from Delgado Detailing. Today I've got a really special review here. We're going to be doing just a first dive. I haven't used these yet at all. We're looking at the Imbue Car Care low gear and high gear. This is a two-step touchless wash. I've honestly never used like a touchless wash that you don't go through the car wash with, so I'm excited. And I was really excited because one of my good buddies, Amir Abdullah, he was just talking my ear off about this system, how it's really good and it's really inexpensive. If I remember correctly, I believe each gallon of this is only $39.99. When you compare it to some other options, they can be almost $100 a gallon, or they can be $50 and up. So $50 per gallon for each of them. It's going to be about like $100 for the two-step. Versus this is going to be like $80 for the 2 gallons. So it's a really good value there. So let's go look into kind of what the directions say. So low gear, of course, is going to be the acidic soap. So it's going to be the first step you do. And then you're going to foam on top to kind of shock it with a higher pH, which is their high gear. So right here it says to dilute 4 ounces into the foam cannon. And then it specifically says to rinse bottom to top. When you go to rinse, you don't have to rinse in between steps, but just so if anyone's giving me flack in the comments for rinsing bottom to top, you'll see why. So the low gear, it says you shouldn't use this. It's not recommended as like a hand wash soap, but the high gear right here, you can use this as a hand wash soap. So this is the second step. So after you foam down the car with low gear, you'll foam right on top with high gear. Same dilution ratio, which is 4 ounces to a foam cannon. So yeah. So I did end up buying 2 brand new foam cannons on Amazon so that we can just see them real nice and clear. These are actually very inexpensive, so I like to see kind of how these do. These are about like 18 bucks on Amazon or so. I'll go ahead and leave the link below. Very, very inexpensive. And if they do well, I mean, it's going to be a really good value. So I'm not too sure. I don't have like the little tester to see what size orifice it comes with. It said something like a 2.0 orifice, but when I compared it to the 1.1s that I bought, they looked almost the same. So I can't remember which one I put it in, but in one of these, I put a 1.1 millimeter orifice, and the other one, I left it with a stock one. That way we can see if it comes with a 1.1 from the get-go or not. So I'm going to go ahead and start diluting these into the foam cannon, and then we will test out the pHs, see what the pH levels of it is in the foam cannon, and yeah, we'll go from there. Okay, so here is my little Max Shine little pitcher here, and 4 ounces in milliliters is about 120 milliliters. So we're going to go ahead and fill it up to 120 for each of the foam cannons and fill them up the rest of the way with water. And just opening up this low gear, definitely smells like some strong stuff. So you're definitely going to want to be wearing some gloves when you use this. So I think right now we are at what? 120 milliliters. So let's go ahead and pour this into the foam cannon. As you can see, this stuff has some strong color. So I wonder if it's a colored soap. As you can see, it definitely left a bunch of yellow in here. So we'll try to rinse that out with some water and see how that does. All right, we got a little bit of water here. And we're going to fill this up all the way to the top. Okay, just a tiny bit more. And that should be enough. We've got to leave a little bit of space for it to breathe. So let's tighten this up and let's do this. We're going to do the same thing with the high gear. All right, time for the high gear, which is the high pH soap. You see, it's a really nice green color. So we are right about 100 milliliters, a tiny bit more. And that looks like 120 to me. Okay. Pour it into the foam cannon. All right, so let's go ahead and do the pH test. Now, I'm not sure how accurate this is going to be. This is like a $5 kit I got on Amazon. But it's got a whole bunch of little testing strips here. And then we've got little color indicators here. So what we're looking for is, I don't think it says the pH on the label. Let me just double check real quick. Okay, I just checked and it does not show the pH. So we definitely want to check. You can kind of see what it is. And of course, it's going to get diluted a little bit whenever you run it through the pressure washer. So let's go ahead and dip one of these little joints in here. And we can see color is very, very dark blue. So we're looking just like pH of 12. So it looks like pH of 12 in the foam cannon before the dilution through the pressure washer. So that's pretty good. Let's see with the low gear, what low gear looks like. I'm gonna guess maybe a pH of 3 or 4. Let's see what we're looking like here. So it looks pretty orange. Looks like we are at pH of 4. So pH of 4 for the low gear, pH of 12 for high gear. Okay, so guys, this is the vehicle we've got today. This is a brand new Ford Maverick. Now, I know it looks already clean, but when you get up close to it, it is very dirty. They just came back from, I believe, a 24-hour round road trip. It was 12 hours one way. This has been ceramic coated about a month ago. So on this side, we have the Nighthawk Brand 3 to 5 year Aurora ceramic coating. So all on this side, except for the windshield. On the windshield, we're testing out Maniac Line rain speed. So that's on that. And then when we go over to this side, on this side, we have their 1 year coating, which is Infinite Ono. They're both graphene coatings, so they're gonna provide a little bit more resistance onto water spots. But as you can see, even though it's pretty dirty, it still looks really nice and clean and shiny. But we've got a whole bunch of bugs. So I am gonna be excited to see how this stuff does with bugs, how it cleans the wheels and tires. As you can see, these are pretty dirty. One more quick shot on the mirrors. I honestly don't know if I expected to get all these bugs off, but we'll see. All right, so far, it looks like it did a really good job at cleaning. Definitely didn't get the bugs 100% off. There's still a little bit. I mean, these bugs were on there for probably the past 3 weeks or so. So, yeah, I mean, it seems like it did a really good job. The coatings are still doing good. So on this side, we have the Aurora ceramic coating, doing real nice. This side we got Infinite Ono, doing very good. Even the wheels are still doing pretty good. So it appears that high gear and low gear is safe for good ceramic coatings. All right, so we're gonna test how good it cleaned by using some Nighthawk CTX rinseless with one of these bad boys, the auto fiber double flip. Here in the bucket, we've got the CTX rinseless. For a 3.5 gallon bucket like this, all you need is 1 overflowing capful or ½ ounce. So let's go and grab this thing, and this will show us if there's any dirt left over. I'm gonna do it especially right where the tires will sling up some stuff. And there's really not much. Hold on. hold on. This actually did really well. I don't see any dirt on the mitt. Hold on, let's flip sides. Let's get this lower panel right here. Now we picked up a little bit of dirt. I think that was from underneath here, or maybe I didn't rinse really well. But yeah, this is doing way better than I thought. I've never really done a touchless wash before like this. So I'm gonna just hit where the bugs were, because the bugs didn't 100% come off, which, I mean, I don't blame it. But see, the bug guts just rub right off. Barely any pressure needed. So that's the cool thing about the cleaning power of CTX rinseless, but also I bet you this touchless wash did a whole lot for us here. So let's try again right behind the wheel where it kicks up a lot of grime. I am getting on the plastics. There might be some hidden dirt, definitely some dirt underneath the plastics where I didn't really scrub. But I mean, this did like 99% of the job. Okay, so upon further inspection, it definitely didn't do the best at removing all of the browning that was on the tires. So what I'm gonna do is, with the leftover high gear that I got, I'm gonna just foam up the wheels and tires and just give them a clean with it. All right, so with just using the high gear, I want to see if this soap is strong enough to do a good cleaning. I'm gonna scrub down the tires and then just clean the wheel using this as like my wheel cleaner. So let's see how this does. So I went ahead and pulled it into the garage so I can dry it, because it's pretty cold. And so although it is a touchless wash, I'm still going to dry it because I believe in towel drying, and I don't have spot-free water here. So what I'm going to do to make it extra safe, in case there's any potential stuff left over, which I highly doubt it because the paint's really hydrophobic and really clean. Here I've got a little bit of the CTX rinseless in here. I forget what dilution I had it at, but I just put a decent amount in it. I'm gonna just spray it all over, and this is gonna act as like a drying aid, but also clean up any potential leftover film that the touchless did not get. So this is what you can do to make it safe after you use the high gear and low gear to wash. Just spray on some waterless wash or some rinseless wash. That way it'll make the drying process a whole lot safer. So this towel, guys, is one of the ones from Nighthawk Brand. Unfortunately, this one's discontinued. This is the DTXX. I've had this for like over a year, but this is their XXL. It was a huge one. This is a 2000 GSM towel. They don't make these anymore. Let me show you what you guys can get. Here's an example of one that you can get. This is the DTX6. It's a 1600 GSM drying towel. This one here is the desired detail edition. So it's a smaller footprint, still 1600 GSM, and it is black and purple. So this one you can get, and they have their normal DTX6 one, which is a bigger size, but still 1600 GSM. And that one comes in just pure black. So you guys can pick this one up. I'll put a link down below if you're interested. Unfortunately, the DTXX, the 2000 GSM ones, are no longer available, but these are my favorite ones. They're very nice, but these ones do really well as well. All right, so final thoughts. How do I think the Imbue high gear and low gear did? Guys, I think it did really well, especially if your vehicle is coated. It is safe for ceramic coatings. Now, I will say, I don't think it's the absolute best for wheels and tires. If you guys can still see, there's definitely still a little bit of the ozonant or the browning. Now, these are brand new tires, a brand new car, so it's gonna have more of the browning in there. But definitely, I would still probably use a dedicated tire cleaner on the tires. But the wheels came out really good. Ultimately, guys, I like this stuff. This is my first time ever messing with anything of this type of nature. So I really do like it. I will say this stuff, I like the color part of it, but it does worry me about potential staining, maybe on something like my truck where the back of it is a little bit oxidized, the camper. So maybe on some oxidized white, it could potentially stain, but we don't know until we try it. So I can't say anything about that yet. But ultimately, guys, this stuff's pretty sick. You can get this, you can get these products at shineshopsupply.com. Not Shine Supply, but Shine Shop Supply. And just look under the Imbue Car Care, and you'll be able to see these right here. Now, I did buy another product from Imbue. It's their ceramic rinse. It's a spray-on rinse-off sealant. I don't remember what I paid. I think I only paid like $8 for this, I think it's like 32-ounce bottle. And it says to use, like ready to use, but I did play around a little bit on the wheels with it at 1-to-1, and it looks like it's doing really good. So I need to test it out on a vehicle that isn't ceramic coated so you guys can see more. So if you're interested in seeing how the ceramic rinse does, go ahead and leave a like and leave a comment. If you have any other questions about the Imbue high gear and low gear, leave them down below. And if I don't know, I'll go and reach out to the owner and get those answers for you. But everything that I used today in this video, guys, I'll link in the description below. So these cheap foam cannons, the links to the low gear and high gear. Now, I don't have a discount code yet, but if I do get one, I'll post a discount code in the comments below. Ceramic rinse, all that stuff is there. Nighthawk towels, I put all that stuff down below. So thank you guys for watching. Sorry it's been a long time since my last upload, but I am going to start recording more on YouTube from here on. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.